Following the bank's no objection to the bid evaluation report and recommendation for award, the implementing agency shall promptly and transmit the notification of intention to award to participating bidders by the quickest means available. The notification of intention of award template is attached in the corresponding standard procurement documents. The transmission of the notification of intention to award begins the standstill period, if applicable. The standstill period aims to give bidders or proposers or consultants time to examine the notification of intention of award and to assess whether it is appropriate to submit a complaint. The standstill period shall last 10 business days after transmission date of the notification of intention to award, unless it is extended. The contract shall not be awarded either before or during the standstill period. You should refer to the bank's procurement regulations for IPF borrowers to get more details about the requirements for notification of intention to award and standstill period, including situations in which standstill period is not applied. The regulations can be accessed from STEP as guided in the module Create Procurement Plan. In STEP, you are required to notify the bank of the issued notification of intention to award and its issuance date and the original ending date of the standstill period if applicable. Let's see how to do it.
In the Procurement Plan page, click the activity reference. Then select the step of Standstill, Debriefing in the roadmap to go inside. Select the contract to which the standstill period is applied. Under the tab Standstill, click Add Standstill Period. In the tab Documents, upload the issued notification of intention to award to the contract in the Mandatory Documents section. The mandatory document at this step is the notification of intention to award of the contract. For other documents, if any, you can upload them in the Supporting Documents section. Please see the detailed guidance on uploading documents in the module Prior Review, Draft BD, Upload Documents. Move to tab Date Sheet and enter the date of notification of intention of award, NIA, issued, and the end date of standstill period. The system leaves the end date open for your selection, given that it shall be from the issuance date of the notification of intention to award. Once completed, move to tab Review and send notification to the bank. You may go back to module Prior Review, Upload Issued BD and Notification for the detailed guidance on sending notification to the bank. The end date of standstill period for the respective contract is shown in the Evaluated Contracts page. Then, the system temporarily blocks the next step of the activity until that date.
Debriefing. The diagram on the screen briefs you the instruction on debriefing by the borrower. Upon the receipt of the notification of intention to award, an unsuccessful bidder has 3 business days to make a written request to the implementing agency for a debriefing. Where a request for debriefing is received within the deadline, the agency is required to provide a debriefing within 5 business days. Where a request for debriefing is received later than the deadline, the agency should provide a debriefing as soon as practicable, and normally no later than 15 business days from the date of publication of contract award notice. The detailed guidance on debriefing by the borrower is provided in the bank's procurement regulations for IPF borrowers, including do's and don'ts that the implementing agency shall follow to provide a debriefing with a bidder. The agency shall prepare a written summary of each debriefing and notify the bank via STEP.
In the Standstill, Debriefing page, select the contract to which the debriefing is conducted. Select tab Debriefings and click Add Debriefing. In the tab Documents, upload the debriefing minutes in the Mandatory Documents section. The mandatory document at this step is the debriefing minutes. For other documents, if any, you can upload them in the Supporting Documents section. Please see the detailed guidance on uploading documents in the module Prior Review, Draft BD, Upload Documents. Move to tab Date Sheet and enter the debrief request date by the bidder. The debrief date by the implementing agency. In the field of debriefed entity name, select the name of debriefed bidder. Provide the debrief details in the corresponding box. Once completed, move to tab Review and send notification to the bank. You may go back to module Prior Review, Upload Issued BD and Notification for the detailed guidance on sending notification to the bank. The number of debriefings is shown in the Evaluated Contracts page. Follow the same steps as mentioned above for recording another debriefing and sending to the bank for notification, if any.
Extension of standstill period. Where a request for debriefing is received within the deadline of 3 business days upon the receipt of the notification of intention to award, for justifiable reasons, the agency decides to provide the debriefing outside the time frame of 5 business days. In such case, the standstill period shall automatically be extended until 5 business days after the last debriefing takes place. The agency shall promptly inform, by the quickest means available to all bidders, of the extended standstill period. In the meantime, the agency shall notify the bank via step.
In the Standstill Debriefing page, select the contract to which the standstill period is extended. Once the original standstill period is notified to the bank, the button Extend Standstill Period appear. Click that button. Upload the related documents in the tab Documents. The mandatory documents at this step includes clarification for extension of standstill period and letter informing bidders of extended standstill period. For other documents, if any, you can upload them in the Supporting Documents section. Please see the detailed guidance on uploading documents in the module Prior Review, Draft BD, Upload Documents. Move to tab Datasheet and enter the extension end date. The start date and current end date of the standstill period are displayed for your reference. Once completed, move to tab Review and send notification to the bank. You may go back to module Prior Review, upload issued BD and notification for the detailed guidance on sending notification to the bank. Please note that the request for debriefing received outside of the 3 business day deadline shall not lead to an extension of the standstill period.
Hooray! The standstill period is over. What should we do next? Let's move on to the next module.